Hello and welcome to Moment of Truth on Labour Social. I'm Graham Hughes. It sometimes seems that a day doesn't go by without a Tory MP, peer or Tory donor being accused of some usually quite horrific evil. These crimes are, more often than not, sexual in nature, and this weekend we discovered from the Mail on Sunday, of all places, about allegations made of a Conservative MP committing multiple rapes, which were, at the time, either ignored or even covered up by the Tory party, allowing the vermin in question to continue committing further sexual assaults with what looks a lot like impunity. And from what people are saying, he is still an MP and he is planning to run again in the upcoming general election. This came to light after former Tory party chairman Jake Berry, in post from September to October last year, sent a letter to the police in which he revealed that a number of allegations about an MP had been made known to the party, but only limited action had been taken. Labour and the Lib Dems are called for an investigation into how accusations like these are handled by the Tories, which of course have been battered away by Rishi Sunak, who claims that the Conservative Party has robust independent complaint procedures in place. That is clearly another massive lie told by the Prime Minister of this country, because this is all the Tories know how to do: cheat, lie, embezzle, lie, defraud, and lie again. Jake Berry went on to tell the police that the failure of some individuals to act on the allegations allowed the alleged perpetrator to continue to offend. The ex-cabinet minister warned that any cover-up would be a criminal offence amid claims that Tory lawyers had covered the cost of treatment for one of the alleged victims at a private hospital. Deputy PM Oliver Dowden has denied there was a cover-up of these serious allegations. He has insisted the Tory party has a zero-tolerance approach to sexual misconduct. However, he said he could not say for certain that his party did not pay the aforementioned private hospital fees. Baroness Warzy, a Conservative peer, told Times Radio, the Tories have a problem dealing with allegations of bullying and sexual misconduct, as she spoke out about the rot at the heart of the party. Last year, it was revealed that at least 56 MPs have been reported to the Independent Complaints and Grievances Scheme for sexual misconduct. We can't say for sure that the majority of them will be Tory MPs, but we can look at some of the cases we already know about. Last month, senior Tory MP Crispin Blunt was suspended by the party after being arrested on suspicion of rape and the possession of controlled substances, allegations that he denies. That arrest came after former Conservative Minister Peter Bone was suspended from the Commons for 6 weeks after a claim he exposed himself to a member of staff, which was upheld. Chris Pincher, the former Deputy Chief Whip, was sacked and eventually resigned after being accused of groping two men in a Tory private members club. And last year, former MP Imran Ahmed Khan was jailed after being found guilty of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old boy. And of course, all this comes on top of the startling revelations from Nadine Dorries's forthcoming book, which includes claims that an MP had sex with a prostitute on a billiard table watched by 4 other MPs who were cheering. Another MP was holding a laptop containing indecent images of children on behalf of a relative. The Tory Whip's office had a video of a minister engaged in an adulterous sexual act, and sources claimed Sonia Khan, an ex-advisor to the then Chancellor Sajid Javid, had to call the police a number of times after she was stalked and filmed after launching legal action against the Treasury over her sacking. We should at this point recall what I deem to be the Jimmy Savile ruling of 2016, where MPs agreed amongst themselves that it would be appropriate for them to continue working as an MP, quite possibly with vulnerable people in their constituency, possibly being left alone with younger colleagues late into the night, even if they have been arrested for sexual assault up to and including rape. If you work for a company, your employers have a basic duty of care, not just to your colleagues, but to anyone you interact with as part of your job. If you or I were arrested for something as serious as sexual assault, one assumes that we would quite rightly be suspended pending an investigation. Why that isn't automatically the case for members of parliament? Well, it's because the Tories are laughing at you. It's because we allow them to mark their own homework. They get to set the rules that they don't have to abide by, as we saw during the COVID pandemic, and will continue to see until the Tory party, this criminal gang of upper class psychos, fraudsters, and sex offenders, are given their marching orders by us, the voters of the United Kingdom. We can't go on like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.